All right, guys, so welcome back. So this is the part 2, how to set up billing on the SchoolDesk and online school management software. So in the last video, so we told us how to go to the billing tariff. So that is where we are going to start from. So let's go to the billing tariff. So billing tariff. So let's go to the billing tariff. As you can see, here is the billing tariff. So click on the billing tariff. You need to supply the password, the super admin password, so you can get it from the admin staff. So now you need to confirm that you are setting the billing tariff for second term, and actually we want to set it for third term. So quickly I will go and term configuration and set the active term to third term. The active term, set it to third term, just like we did in the previous video in the part 1. So it has been set, the active term has been set to third term. So we go to billing tariff once again, billing tariff. So now 2025-2026 third term, you say confirm that you want to set the tariff for the third term. Then we continue to confirm that. Then let me go to third term, primary 1A. So as soon as I click on the primary 1A, so the this is the billing tariff setup page. So now we have all the items. So in another video I'm going to okay, I think we already have the video where you will configure the item billing items. So you can check out the video of how to configure the billing items. So for this school, all the billing items have been set up. So we have computer damages development, end of session, exam fee, lesson, library, medical, practical. So and then the items are divided into two. So we have the mandatory items. Can you see? We have the mandatory items. Can you see the mandatory items? And we have the optional items. We have the optional items. Can you see the optional items? So now listen to the difference, so that you understand the difference between the two, mandatory item and the optional items. So now these mandatory items, all these pupils, they are going to be paying compulsory. They are going to be making compulsory payment for all these items. Now these optional items, so what it means is that not all the pupils are going to be paying for these items. So but by default it's going to add it to all the pupils bill. So but you can go back to the setting and untick if there is any student that is not paying for any of the optional item. You untick them and then you leave those students that are going to be paying for the items. So now let's set up the billing tariffs. So you are going to put the amount for third term in primary 1. We are going to be selecting the items and we are going to be putting amount. So let me start with development fee, for example. So just add the amount. Let's say, for example, it's 1,000 naira. So now exam fee, for example, let's say that one too is 1,000 naira. Okay, let's say the exam fee is 3,000 naira. Now let's go to lesson fee. Let's say lesson fee is 4,000 naira. Just begin to add the amount. Lesson fee. So all the pupils are going to be paying for all these mandatory items. So let's say medical fee. So let's say the pupils are paying for medical fee, 1,000 naira. Then let's say practical. The pupils are going to be making payment for practical activities. Let's say it's 1,000 naira. So let's say PTA. The pupils are going to be paying for the PTA activities. Let's say that one too is 1,000 naira. Can you see at the bottom of the page, you will see that as we are adding the payment, the overall total is being updated. So now let's continue. Let's say the tuition fee. The tuition fee is 12,500 naira, and let's say let's now say that we have some optional bills. Let's say we have some optional bills, like for example, let's say we have uniform. So we have uniform, we have school uniform. So but anyone, just let's say we have school uniform. Let's say school uniform is 8,500 naira. Let's say we have sport fee is different from sport wear. Let's say we have sport, which is 1,500, and let's say we have sport wear is which is let's say 7,500 naira. So now, so it's telling us immediately that all the mandatory fees 23,500 naira, and all the optional fees are 17,500 naira. So the overall total payment for this primary one, for any student who is paying all the mandatory fee and is also going to pay for all the items here, maybe uniform, sportswear, is going to be 41,000 naira. But in another that video, we are going to show you how to manage the optional bill for students. So now, under this billing tariff, the next thing you need to do is to save the billing tariffs. So as you are saving it, it's going to add this bill to all the pupils in primary 1A. So let's save. Click on save. So it's saying tariff successfully saved. Bill applied to all students in the class primary 1A. So now we have set up the bill for primary 1A. So if you change class now to maybe primary 2A, for example, let's go to primary 2A, you will see that all the bills here, they are zero. And if you change it back to primary 1A, let's say primary 1A, you see that the page will be updated, and you will see that your bill tariffs has been saved for all the pupils in primary 1A. Now you can come back here and then you can change the bill. You can change the bill. So now let me stop here. Let me take this one as part 2. Let me stop here for now.